Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 9th and 10th of June 2024. Let's start with our session. The first question is, Mount Kunlun recently seen in the news is located in which country? So here correct answer is B option, Philippines. And why this mountain came into news? Because hundreds of people sheltered in evacuation centers after Mount Kunlun erupted in the central Philippines. And Mount Kunlun is a 2435 meters stratovolcano on the Negros Island. Okay, it is the highest mountain on this island, and also it is a part of Pacific Ring of Fire. It is known for its pyroclastic cones and craters, and this biologically diverse volcano has erupted multiple times since 1886 with frequent explosions causing minor ashfall, and it influences the major river systems on the Negros Island. Okay, simply we have to remember the location of Mountain Kunlun. It lies in the country Philippines. Now let's talk about the location of different volcanoes or mountains that were in news in the past few days. The first question is, which Indian mountaineer has recently made history by becoming the first person to scale the Mount Everest and Mount Lhotse twice in one season? This is Mr. Satyadeep Gupta. Okay, he is the first Indian mountaineer to scale Mount Everest and Mount Lhotse twice in one season. Mount Mongalo, recently seen in the news due to landslide, is located in which country? Mount Mongalo lies in Papua New Guinea. Mount Ibu, recently seen in the news, is located in which country? Mount Ibu lies in the country Indonesia. Mount Nemrut, recently seen in the news, is located in which country? Mount Nemrut lies in Turkey. Why this mountain came into news? Because here an unusual crater has been observed. Okay. Recently, who has become the oldest woman to climb the Mount Everest? This is Jyoti Ratre. This is also the question from women empowerment sector. So you have to remember that Jyoti Ratre is the oldest woman to climb the Mount Everest. Next is Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile, recently seen in the news, developed by which country? Correct answer here is A option, US. US has tested their unarmed Minuteman III ICBM from Vandenberg Space Force Base, and the Minuteman was deployed in the 1960s. Also, it is the sole land-based component of the US nuclear triad, which is designed by Boeing. Okay. Despite initial plans for a 10-year service, it will be used until the GBSD is available in the year 2029. This is the 3-stage solid fuel missile with a range of 13,000 kilometers. Currently, it carries a single nuclear warhead and it ensures fast launch and high reliability. Right? You can be asked that Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile is associated with which country, or it belongs to which country? Your answer would be US. Also, you can be asked that Minuteman III is what kind of missile? You have to remember that it is a ballistic missile. Fine. In the next slide, we will see some of the important missiles that came into news. What kind of missile is IRIS-T missile, recently seen in the news? IRIS-T missile is kind of air-to-air missile. Which country recently conducted a successful test of the ASMPA supersonic cruise missile? This is the country France. Bulava intercontinental ballistic missile, recently seen in the news, is developed by which country? Bulava ICBM belongs to Russia country. Rampage missile, recently seen in the news, developed by which country? Your answer would be Israel. And last is, recently which country has tested the Pyeonggi-12 anti-aircraft missile? It belongs to North Korea. Okay. Which countries are involved in the air of the Anthropocene project, recently seen in the news? So these countries are India, Ethiopia and the UK. Basically, this project visualizes air pollution in India, Ethiopia and UK using the light paintings, which actually highlights severe health risk, and it sparks the global discussions on air quality. So this initiative combines the art and science to produce the photographic evidence of air pollution. Particulate matter, which is a key pollutant, is linked to severe health issues, and it causes approximately 7 million premature deaths annually, with 99% of the global population affected. Okay, so these three countries are India, Ethiopia and the UK, which are associated with air of the Anthropocene project. Fine. Let's see some international current affairs. The first question is, recently which country has banned the entry of visitors with Israeli passport? This is the country Maldives. Okay. Amid the public outrage over the Gaza conflict, Maldives has banned Israeli passport holders' entry into the country, and this decision contrasts with diplomatic relations that were restored in the year 2010 after lifting a ban in the early 1990s. So this move actually reflects the Maldives' stance on the conflict, and it underscores the tensions in this region, right? So Maldives country has banned the entry of visitors carrying the Israeli passport. Arun 3 hydroelectric project recently seen in the news is associated with which country? So here correct answer would be the country Nepal. Actually, Prime Minister of Nepal has marked the completion of the final blast of the head race tunnel for the Arun 3 hydroelectric project. This is a 900 megawatt run of the river hydropower initiative, which is situated on the Arun river in the eastern Nepal, and it utilizes the flowing water for electricity generation without a large dam. So it was developed by SJVN Arun 3 Power Development Company, which is a subsidiary of India's Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam, and it operates on a build, own, operate, transfer basis, means board basis. Okay, so definitely it would benefit both the countries, right? So Arun 3 hydroelectric project is associated with the country Nepal. Which country hosted the World Environment Day 2024? First of all, World Environment Day is celebrated on 5th of June. This year the venue was the country Saudi Arabia. Recently, which country emerged as India's third largest export destination in 2023 to 24? This is the country Netherlands. Okay, and now India's third largest export destination is Netherlands. You have to tell me which are the top 2 export destinations of India. Recently, Hala Tómasdóttir has been elected as the president of which country? So here correct answer is the country Iceland. Okay. Maharani Temple, which has been recently damaged by fire, is located in which state or the Union Territory? So your correct answer is A option, Jammu and Kashmir. The iconic Maharani Temple that is situated on a small hillock in Gulmarg, Jammu and Kashmir, was tragically gutted in a blaze, and it was constructed in the year 1915 by Mohini Bai Sisodia. Who is Mohini Bai Sisodia? She is the wife of Maharaja Hari Singh, and it was a royal temple of the Dogra dynasty. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva and Parvati, and the temple features intricate Indian and Persian designs. The Indian Army and the local communities restored it in the year 2021, highlighting its cultural significance. Okay, simply we have to remember the location of Maharani Temple. It lies in Jammu and Kashmir. Now here we will see the locations of important temples that were in news in the past few weeks. The first question is, Virupaksh temple recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? Virupaksh temple lies in Karnataka. Shri Madhav Perumal temple recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? It lies in Tamil Nadu. Hinglanj Mata temple recently seen in the news is located in which country? It lies in Pakistan. Alagar temple recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? Alagar temple lies in Tamil Nadu. And last is Bhandasar Jain temple recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? This temple lies in Rajasthan. Fine. Which regulatory body recently imposed a fine on the individuals for allegedly operating a pump and dump scheme? So here correct answer would be SEBI, that is A option. SEBI recently fined the individuals for a pump and dump scheme using the Telegram channels. This manipulation tactic inflates the stock prices with false recommendations, targeting micro cap and small cap sectors due to limited information. So investors suffer significant losses as the scammers sell the stocks at inflated prices, and SEBI strictly prohibits this practice, and basic aim is to safeguard the market integrity and the investor confidence. Okay, so that's why SEBI has imposed a fine on the individuals who are allegedly operating the pump and dump scheme. In the next slide, we will see important schemes and yojanas. The first one is PM Kusum scheme, recently seen in the news, comes under which ministry? PM Kusum scheme works under Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. You have to tell me what does Kusum stands for in this acronym. Parivar Pehchan Patra and Meri Fasal Mera Byora schemes, recently seen in the news, are associated with which Indian state? Both of these schemes belong to Haryana state, and few days back they were in news because of a conflict. Niyat Nilanar scheme, recently seen in the news, is associated with which Indian state? This scheme belongs to Chhattisgarh. Recently, which bank has signed an agreement with Tata Power Solar Systems to provide the loans under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana? Here answer would be the Indian Bank. Okay, they have signed this MOU with Tata Power Solar Systems so as to provide loans under this Yojana. Mahatari Vandana Yojana, recently seen in the news, is launched by which Indian state? This Yojana belongs to Chhattisgarh state. Fine. Nagi Bird Sanctuary, recently declared as new Ramsar site, is located in which Indian state? This is an important question because India has declared the Nagi and the Nakti bird sanctuaries as new Ramsar site, and it boosts the nation's count to 82. It tied for third globally. And Nagi is a man-made reservoir in the Bihar's Jamui district basically, and it hosts diverse migratory birds like bar-headed geese and red-crested pochard. Nakti Sanctuary, also in Jamui, serves as a vital wintering habitat for over 20,000 birds, and it supports rich fauna like Bengal fox and monitor lizard. So both sanctuaries contribute to the biodiversity of the Ganga basin. Okay, so Nagi Bird Sanctuary as well as Nakti Bird Sanctuary lies in the state of Bihar. We will see important bird sanctuaries that were in news. First is Hulon Gapar Gibbon Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? This sanctuary lies in the state of Assam. Kondinia Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Andhra Pradesh. Sunai Rupai Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Assam. Shergarh Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Rajasthan. And last is Kalisar Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in the state of Haryana. Okay. What is the name of the campaign launched by Prime Minister on the World Environment Day 2024? So here correct answer would be Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, that is A option. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign in New Delhi on the occasion of World Environment Day, and this initiative aims at afforestation to combat the land degradation and preserve the water resources. It symbolizes Earth as the mother, which emphasizes the sustainable development, and Modi has planted a peepal tree at Buddha Jayanti Park, where they have requested the citizens to enhance the forest cover for a better planet, and it aligns with the principle of sustainable development for present and the future generations. Okay, so Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign has been launched by Prime Minister on the occasion of World Environment Day, that is celebrated every year on 5th of June. Which country was the host country for this event? Answer would be Saudi Arabia. Okay. Now in the next slide we will see important campaigns that came into news. Which state recently launched Piru Lao Paise Pao campaign to prevent the forest fires in the state? Few days back we have seen that Uttarakhand had a huge forest fire, and that's why the government of Uttarakhand had launched the Piru Lao Paise Pao campaign. Which ministry launched the Cool Summers of India campaign in Dubai during the Arabian Travel Mart 2024? You have to remember the venue for Arabian Travel Mart. It was Dubai, and here Ministry of Tourism has launched this campaign to increase the tourism in our country. Recently, which state launched the Nakshatra Sabha, which is India's first astro tourism campaign? Answer would be Uttarakhand state. Which organization of India recently organized #PlayTrue campaign to create awareness about the clean sport. This is NADA, means National Anti-Doping Agency. Recently, where was the Hamara Samvidhan, Hamara Samman campaign event organized? Your answer would be Bikaner in the state of Rajasthan. Okay. Next is Sparsh initiative recently seen in the news is related to which ministry? So correct answer is Defense Ministry, and the Defense Accounts Department has collaborated with 4 banks. Why? To enhance their Sparsh program for pension administration. Banks like Bank of India, Canara Association, Central Bank of India and Utkarsh Small Finance Bank will establish the Sparsh service centers in 1128 branches nationwide under the MOUs, and this initiative aims to streamline the pension management, which ensures the direct payments to beneficiaries. Sparsh is an initiative of Ministry of Defense and it seeks to bring efficiency, responsiveness and transparency to the Defense Pension Administration. Okay, so Sparsh initiative is associated with Ministry of Defense. In the next slide, we will see important ministries that came into news. The first question is, Ministry of Electronics and IT recently collaborated with which organization to host the National Stakeholders Workshop on Ethics of AI? So Ministry of Electronics and IT has collaborated with UNESCO South Asia Regional Office, and they have hosted a workshop on safe, trusted and ethical artificial intelligence in New Delhi. So here they emphasize the importance of building the AI frameworks that prioritize the user safety and innovation. Also, they highlighted India's balanced approach to AI adoption, citing initiatives like the India AI Mission. So the workshop aimed to inform the policy development for equitable and sustainable AI adoption nationwide, right? So your correct answer is UNESCO. The next question is, recently which department has launched a comprehensive survey to identify and address the challenges faced by MSMEs in adapting to the new technologies? This is Department of Telecommunication. Okay, they have launched a 60 days survey to identify the challenges faced by MSMEs in adopting the new technologies, and they are covering 5 sectors in both North and South India. The survey will explore artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, cloud computing, 5G, 6G integration needs in across the 10 industries. Okay, so the findings will obviously inform the policies to help MSMEs remain competitive in increasingly digitized global market. Okay, so your correct answer is Department of Telecommunication. Next is, recently which ministry declared the self-declaration certificate mandatory for all the new advertisement? This is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Why they have done so? So as to maintain the transparency, okay, and also authenticity. Which ministry recently inaugurated the Summer Fiesta 2024 at the National Bal Bhavan? Your answer here is Ministry of Education. Okay, and last is, recently which ministry has sanctioned 113 roads under the Vibrant Village program in Arunachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Sikkim? This is Ministry of Home Affairs. They have sanctioned 113 roads under the Vibrant Village program in all of these 3 states. The next question is, State of Ocean Report 2024 recently released by which organization? So correct answer is UNESCO, that is D option. With this report, they have highlighted climate change and human activities that impacts the global ocean. Okay, so it was initiated at the United Nations Ocean Conference, and it supports the United Nations Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, that is 2021 to 2030. So key findings include the significant warming of the upper 2000 meters, increased ocean acidification, consistent sea level rise since 1993, and the urgent need for better monitoring system. So report emphasizes the uncertain impacts of marine carbon dioxide removal technologies. Okay, so what's inside the report is not at all relevant. Only thing we have to remember is this is the report from UNESCO. Let's talk about some important reports that came into news. The first question is, Global Annual to Decadal Climate Update report recently seen in the news is issued annually by which organization? Correct answer is here World Meteorological Organization. They have issued this report, and where they have predicted a high likelihood, means about 80% likelihood of global temperatures exceeding 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels for at least 1 year. Also, there is a 86% chance of a warmer year than 2023, which is the warmest on record till now. Reductions in sea ice concentrations are anticipated in the Bering Sea and Sea of Okhotsk, which highlights the ongoing climate change trends and their potential impact, right? So this report has been published by the World Meteorological Organization. A world of debt, a growing burden to global prosperity report recently seen in the news was prepared by which organization? So this report has been prepared by United Nations Trade and Development. Which organization recently released a report titled as State and Trends of Carbon Pricing 2024? This is the report from World Bank. Which organization recently released the report titled as Hooking the Next Generation, How the Tobacco Industry Captures Young Customers? This is the report from World Health Organization. And last is which organization recently released the Global Food Policy Report 2024? This is IFPRI, and the full form is International Food Policy Research Institute. Okay. Now the last question is, Dnipro city recently seen in the news due to missile attack is located in which country? So Dnipro city lies in the country Ukraine, and a recent Russian missile attack on Dnipro, which is the Ukraine's fourth largest city, injured 7 people, including 2 children. So Dnipro is an industrial hub in Oblast region, and it covers 4,09,718 square kilometers, and it lies along the Dnieper river, and the city produces launch vehicles, machinery and chemicals. Do remember that the Dnieper river is the Europe's 4th longest river, and it drains much of Belarus and Ukraine, and the attack underscores the ongoing conflict's impact on the civilians and infrastructure, right? So Dnipro city was in news because of attack by Russia, and it lies in the country Ukraine. Now let's see some important cities that came into news. The first one is, recently which city of UAE has introduced a gaming visa for global industry leadership? This is the city of Dubai. They have introduced a gaming visa for global industry leadership. Senior National Sailing Championship 2024 recently conducted in which city of India? This championship took place in Mumbai city. Recently, the Ashwa range of all-terrain vehicles with military potential was developed in which city? Your answer would be Bangalore. According to IQ Air, which city has recently been ranked as the most polluted city globally? This is Kathmandu. Okay. And last is, recently India has initiated Project Ishan, means Indian Single Sky Harmonized Air Traffic Management, in which Indian city? So India has initiated Project Ishan in Nagpur, Maharashtra. Fine. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the most important current affairs and the news from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenus Hadsana signing off.